Okay, hi everyone. I'm going to show you how to format KPIs to get them ready to post. So you can see my screen in front of you. I'm at the home page of the database, and I'm actually about to get the sugar KPIs ready for posting. So at this point, all of the editing has taken place, and they've been generated several times to check and make sure that nothing's blank, and it's ready to go. So I'm just going to find the sugar product category, and you can get to that any way you want to. Here it is. So I'm going to click on the product, and I'm going to click on Generate KPI. Now, when you click on that, it's going to bring up this screen, which I'm sure you've seen many times if you're to this point. But I want to check this out just one last time before I generate to make sure that all the KPIs are in the correct order. So typically, we try to order by life cycle stage and then by the title of the KPI. Now, for certain sectors, there might be some special rules, and so for the food, beverage, and agriculture sector, we do have some special rules, and I see they're kind of violated here. One thing is that this is in the agriculture life cycle stage, and so it should be down here with all of these on farm hotspots, and it should be in alphabetical order, so it should actually occur after, looks like, this smallholder KPI. So I'm going to move this down. It'll take a second. Okay, and actually I want this KPI, even though it's in alphabetical order, I actually want to put it before all the on-farm KPIs. So for SBA, we like the sourcing KPI to be the first farm KPI. Oops. So I'm going to move that one up. Okay, so it looks like we're good. So we've got agriculture inputs, we got that first, and then we've got the sourcing KPI. We've got all the on-farm KPIs in alphabetical order. Let's check to see if that's true, and it is. Okay, and then processing, and those are also in alphabetical order. Okay, so we're ready to click generate. I'm going to click generate and wait on that. Okay, so generated. After you generate, if you go to this tab called Product Category Documents, you'll see anything that you've generated. So there's this one right here is what I just generated. So now we're ready for formatting. Now to do formatting, you want to click the title, and instead of read only, you want to click edit here, because any changes that you make, you want it to save back to this spot on the database. So I'm going to say edit, and I'm going to say OK. Takes a while for that to open up. Okay, here it is. All right, so I'm going to say enable editing so that I can actually edit the document. Okay, and it's ready. I'm going to bring this up a little bigger so you can see it. Okay, now really there's not too much to do when editing this, so I'm just going to basically scroll through. So the introductory material, all you're looking for here is to make sure the section breaks are correct, because all of this language has already been copy edited several times, so it should be good. So you're looking for blank sections, and you're looking for sections that are not breaking correctly. So for example, if this were blank, if there was nothing here, I would actually want to delete this section. Not. Trying to figure out why it's not letting me highlight things. Okay, well, hopefully I won't need to. Anyway, so all of these sections, they're not blank, so it's okay. I don't need to delete them. If there were a section that was blank, I would actually get rid of it. But I do see that this definitions is supposed to be down with this next section, so I actually want it to go to the next page. There's two ways you can do that. You can go to paragraph, this little arrow right here. And then you can say lines and page breaks and keep with next. I'm going to try that, see if that works. Okay, that keep with next. Okay, so that popped it down to the next section. Now, if that didn't work, then you could also put your cursor before and say insert page break up here on the left. But that works, so we're going to move on. Everything looks good here. Here's another one that I want to stay with this next section. So I'm going to go to the Home tab, paragraph, keep with next. Okay, that worked. And then it transitions into the table of contents. All of this looks good. But there are no stakeholder concerns. So if there were not any additional issues or stakeholder concerns, then you would delete those sections. So I'm going to delete the stakeholder concerns and then move on to the KPIs. Now, even though we should have checked this multiple times, just keep an eye to make sure that none of the sections are blank. So there should be a scope, relevance and rationale, a question, response options. There should be additional guidance, and there should be related information for every single KPI or something is wrong. If you do find that happening, you would actually need to go back into the database and fix whatever is wrong and then start this process all over. But this one looks good, so I'm basically just scrolling through really quickly, glancing at it, making sure that it looks okay, and it does. So this should be a pretty quick scan of the whole document, but it's pretty lengthy, so it takes a little while. So I'm just going to keep scrolling through, looking for any errors. Now, I haven't really seen it happen before, but generally we want every KPI title to be on a new page. We want it to start by itself. but we don't want any blank extra pages in between if they're not necessary. So like I said, I've never seen that happen. Like this blank space, that's totally okay because the next line starts with KPI. But if you were to see a blank page, you would get rid of that. That's a shame, but I wonder if we could squeeze something. Let's see what happens if I do this. No, that didn't work. I'll go back. We'll just have to do with that extra page there. Almost done. Okay, this is something I want to take care of. So there's no need for this to be on its own page altogether, so I'm going to move it to the previous page. Okay, just put a few enters in between and we'll be good there. Okay, now the last step would be to scroll back to the top and edit the version number. So the correct version number for this one is 2.0.2. So I'm just going to put that in there, and then I'm going to click Save. All right, and I'm going to exit out. And now, just to show you what that did, if I were to click on this document again, and it would open up my edited, formatted version. It'll take a second again. So you can see just from that version number even that this is one I edited. So you're ready to go and you're ready to post to knowledge base, and that will be the next lesson.